2027 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Meteorologist Brett Thackara coming to you here from the back walls of the Weather Center, and we want to say happy Farm Show week. I know the Farm Show kicked off over the weekend. We had some windy weather yesterday, but it has been mild. We have been thawing out so far this January, and temperatures will continue to do that over the course of the next 3 days, it looks like, before a change is coming in the forecast. So let's start by showing you Hummelstown this morning. A few clouds are overhead, and this is really essentially what we can expect for the day ahead, with a mix of clouds and sunshine over the region. It's going to be a nice Monday. Temperatures will bounce back from this morning's lows in the 20s, and we should get up to seasonable levels in the 40s later today. I think it's going to be pretty nice. Here's New Bloomfield, Perry County looking good. Again, a few clouds on the horizon, but everything else looks like it's sunny and blue sky and sunshine, and we're feeling just fine here on a cold Monday morning. But clouds are around. Notice some to our south, some to our west. We do anticipate a partly cloudy afternoon. Nothing wrong with that. It will be pleasant, and it will be a bit breezy at times today, although not as windy as it was yesterday. Temperatures are cold this morning. Now, again, keep in mind, this is statistically the coldest time of the year. Low temperatures should be in the low 20s, so we're actually a bit above average, but that doesn't help you feel any warmer out there. We are below freezing, 30 in Chambersburg and Harrisburg, 28 in Lebanon, 25 in Lancaster, and 26 in York. So it's cold, and this is about 5 to 10 degrees colder than yesterday. And yesterday wasn't that chilly. So this morning we are cold, yes, but not ridiculously so. And it is still a little bit breezy. And we do expect winds to pick up about 10 to 15 miles an hour this afternoon. But notice, again, the winds starting out this morning already, a hint of a breeze out there at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Clouds coming in over Wrightsville, the river, looking a little bit icy this morning, but it is still a nice morning, and temperatures this afternoon will be just fine with highs in the low 40s. And that is where we should be this time of year, upper 30s, low 40s. And we will be there again today. 44 degrees was the high yesterday, just a trace of rain. Some areas had a little snow and sleet mixed in at times yesterday with the passage of that front, but the big story was the wind. And that is exiting now, but it will still be breezy, and it's still going to be mild. I think temperatures will be in the 40s here to start the week as high pressure sort of sits over top of us today and tomorrow. Not much rain coming, although Wednesday does offer our best chance this evening. If you do have plans, I expect it to be pretty nice. Partly cloudy, temperatures in the 30s here at 6 o'clock. 8 o'clock looks good too. Overnight, lows are going to fall into the 20s. So I would anticipate things to be cold again, but it's going to be a nice day, all things considered. I mean, partly cloudy skies, yes. Now, tomorrow we start out sunny. A nice start, but clouds will increase later in the day. There could be an evening sprinkle. Watch this coming on through here. There's 9:30. Most of Tuesday night should be dry, just kind of damp. And then the clouds take over on Wednesday with a few afternoon and evening rain showers. Now, once upon a time, some models tried to develop a low in conjunction with this trough and said maybe we get some wintry weather here on Thursday. I'm not seeing that. I think the week looks relatively quiet. We also talked about the models showing signs of a storm MLK weekend. That also is gone. This is why I always caution you, don't believe everything you read online. I spoke about it last week. I said we have to wait and see. The signal is there, but will it last? And it didn't last. It rarely does. However, the one signal that is still there is the cold air is coming back. So eventually, some of the precipitation has to line up with the cold air, right? Here's the winds today, 10 to 15 miles an hour, a little more southwesterly tomorrow. I think tomorrow's a warmer day. We should warm up into the upper 40s tomorrow with winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now, in terms of rain, again, maybe a sprinkle tomorrow evening and then some showers Wednesday evening. Notice it doesn't look like much, only around a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain as we move into Wednesday evening. Now, let's look at the extended outlook, because for those of you that don't believe me about these winter storms, again, when I get excited about one, you'll be the first to know. Thursday, the storm pulls away. We have mostly cloudy weather. Friday actually looks nice. I think this is bringing in the clouds a little too early. Friday looks like a nice day, but it's going to be chilly. Highs only in the low 30s, and that's the change. And then on Sunday, some snow showers thanks to a trough, and some lake effect snow showers on Monday. But that's it. I mean, most of next week looks quiet, too. There's not a lot of activity coming here in terms of precipitation. Tomorrow evening, a sprinkle, a 50% chance of showers on Wednesday, a 10% chance on Thursday as it stays cloudy. But right now, that's it. 40% chance of snow showers on Sunday. That doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of precipitation. It just means what's the chance that it precipitates in your backyard. So after Wednesday, notice the bottom drops out a bit again. The average high right now is 38, coldest time of the year, and it looks like it's going to be cold. Average highs in the upper 30s do not get met. And in fact, maybe only a couple of days. After Wednesday, to me, it looks like we get cold again through the end of January. But it also looks like we stay relatively dry, so no big winter storms on the board. Partly cloudy and seasonable here today with a high of 42. Tonight, 28, cold. And here are the next 7 days of your life. Again, after Wednesday, it looks like it's going to get colder again on Thursday with a high of 36, only 32 on Friday. And look at Sunday, snow showers and chilly weather appear to be the norm once again. So it's going to get colder, but I don't see any big snows coming. Let's take a look at the long-range forecast that goes out beyond 7 days, and we'll two-box that here. This is the blend of models, a similar story. It cools down again on Thursday, and it stays cold into next week. I think the second half of the month could get cold again. Let's take a look at the European model, and this shows kind of a similar trend with highs only in the 20s by the 21st and 22nd of January. And the cold kind of reloads for the second half of the month. And if that happens, one would think that at some point we're going to get precipitation enough so that we could get a decent snowstorm out of it. However, everything has to line up, and at least for now, we're simply not seeing it. Let's take a look at the 850 millibar temperatures because, again, that's at least a sign, too, of where this could be headed. It's going to warm up tomorrow and Wednesday, and then temperatures take a dive. This is Thursday into the weekend, the long weekend, Martin Luther King weekend. The cold reloads on Sunday, okay, with a few snow showers. It reloads again by early next week. Look at some of these temperatures at 820s. We love to see a minus 20 for some really cold weather, and there it is, getting into the northern part of the state. And beyond that, I'm not really seeing too much of a warm-up. Here the cold air reloads again around the 26th of January. So the bottom line is this. For those of you snow lovers that want a good storm, hang in there. Be patient. The cold air is going to reload. The question is, do we get moisture to line up with it? Right now, the Climate Prediction Center says the second half of the month looks dry. I would agree with that, but that doesn't mean we can't get a storm here and there, especially beyond 10 days when the models are meaningless. So let's hold tight. If you want a big snowstorm, we'll keep looking for one, but I won't get my hopes up anytime soon. In the meantime, enjoy the warm farm show weather the next 3 days and prepare for it to get cold again by Thursday. That's a look at the forecast, everybody. For Beyond the Forecast, I am meteorologist Brett Thackara. Have a great Monday. Enjoy the day.